Homebuyers continued to remain active throughout the summer months, while the supply of homes for sale continued to steadily decline since the month of June. So what does this mean for prices? I'm Adina Dragasanu, OAKWYN Realty, here with your September 2021 market update. Let's start off looking at sales activity. It's typical to start seeing sales activity decline in the month of August as a lot of people turn their attention away from the real estate market and over to enjoying summer. And this is certainly a trend that we saw this last August, with sales declining about 5% relative to July. However, if we look at this in the context of what happened last year, we see that sales are actually up 3% relative to August of last year, and they're up 20% over the 10-year sales average for the month of August. While buyers were more active in the market than expected, sellers pulled back, leaving the market undersupplied. The pace of new listings coming onto the market was down 8% relative to July, and it was down 31% relative to the new listings we were seeing coming onto the market this time last year. And this was reflected in the total inventory levels. The total number of homes listed for sale in our marketplace was down 9% relative to July and down 30% relative to August of last year. The supply of homes for sale is the biggest factor impacting our market right now. Let's take a look at how the number of sales and the supply of listings is impacting prices right now. Our sales to active listings ratio is our leading indicator, showing us if prices are on their way up or down. For the month of August, this was 35%, and it's unchanged from June and July of this year. Typically, analysts say we start seeing upward pressure on prices when this ratio is over 20% for a sustained period of time, and we start seeing downward pressure on prices when this ratio is below 12% for a sustained period of time. If we look at how this breaks down by property type, we see that this ratio increased for both townhomes and condo apartments. For townhomes, it was at 52%, which is a very hot seller's market, and apartments, it went up to 39%. The detached segment, on the other hand, remained flat relative to July, sitting at 25%. So let's take a look at how this is impacting prices. The HPI benchmark price for all property types was sitting at $1.176 million. This is up 13% relative to August of last year, but it's virtually unchanged from June and July of this year. Let's look at how this breaks down by property type. Looking at detached homes, the HPI benchmark price is up 20% relative to August of last year, and it's up only 0.3% relative to July. For townhomes, the HPI benchmark price was up 16.5% relative to August of last year, and up also 0.3% relative to July. For condos, the HPI benchmark price was up almost 8% relative to August of last year, but it decreased 0.2% relative to July. While looking back at the pricing trends over the last year, we see that while prices are up about 8 to 20% depending on the segment, these gains were mostly achieved in the last quarter of last year and the first quarter of this year. Looking ahead to the rest of this year, where prices go will largely depend on the inventory levels we see coming onto the market in the next 2 months. If inventory levels remain stable, we expect to see prices stabilize, especially in segments like the detached market. In segments like the townhome market, which we're already seeing a shortage of inventory, prices are expected to continue increasing. If you're thinking of making a move this year, be sure to get in touch and let's help you take advantage of the fall market. And if you want to stay tuned with what's going on in the market, be sure to follow me on Instagram at adina.yvr or hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Have a great September, and I can't wait to see you next month.